Yeah, nigga. You know what time it is. Go and get right. Go and get right. We finna take a shot too. I'm about to cop off. Cap off my bottle. Cap off my bottle. Go and take the cap off my energy drink too. We don't need them. Both of them fell off. We don't need that shit. We about to get to it. Salute. Chase it with the energy drink. So even the significance of this in here energy drink that I'm drinking, that I'm sipping on, that is even important in the business, in the work that we are doing at the moment. So that being said, I got to start off too by explaining myself, um, because we getting ready to go to work. We got to put on our wizard voice. You know what I'm saying? Because even that little shit matters. You know what I'm saying? Because this is business. So it ain't necessarily the wizard voice, but yeah, as you can see, we got to change a little octave. We got to do this a little bit different. Because we mean fucking business. It's not a game. And this is real shit. Ali, boo my yay. Ali, boo my yay. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, nigga. We finna do it. We finna do it. No problem. Flash of the Spirit. I had to came out with this book first. Had to at least, you know what I'm saying, show you niggas this book. Because A, it is significant. And B, that's exactly what happened. Nigga, I was going to pull out my other book, The Wisdom of Psychopaths. I got plenty of books. I need to go back to the Rudolf Steiner and Lucifer and Armand. You know what I mean? I got videos that I want to do, so I try to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really take notes, but I read and I study. I'll go back over certain chapters of this or that, you know what I'm saying? I try to have an idea, or even just coming up with a theme of what I want the video to be, and then, you know what I'm saying, I can pull from the books to kind of break it down a little bit more. But when you get a flash of the spirit and that shit you gotta do, that's just shit you gotta do. So that's just shit I'm gonna do. Hence all of the significance of this. We beginning with the small tower leading into the moat. But we already got the first one going, and it's been going for a while. This is damn near all ash. I'm surprised that it's still going. And then we'll move to the next one. And I got different cones. We starting off with meditation. I got different cones, and then I'm gonna move on to the white sage. You feel me? The white sage backflow incense cones. As we complete this process, you feel me? So again, let's get to it. Let me explain what we doing here. So like I said, man, Brother Panic came to the Ville, and I thought it was really significant, and I thought that was pretty dope. Again, I had my reasons as to why it was like the spirit brought him to the Ville. But just me personally, I felt like it was specifically for me. Again, I'm a Tennessee Titans fan. Die hard, nigga, I was a Oilers fan. So I loved it. I love it. I got to pull out my Oilers jacket if I felt like it. But I'm just saying, man, I was motherfucking Titans fan. So I couldn't make it to, I believe it was North Carolina, or it was a Carolina lecture that he had. I couldn't make it to that one. I didn't know, but I just felt the urge, like I need to be at one of these lectures. I need to meet this nigga. I need to see this nigga in real life. But I just really wanted to be at one of the lectures. Like, this nigga has so much of an impact on what I do and why I do it. You know what I'm saying? That I just, like, the nigga unleashed me. I just needed to see him. You know what I'm saying? And not to be, don't take it the wrong way, but I ain't really give a fuck about what the nigga was talking about, because, I mean, you know, I'm on my own shit. I'm on my own path. I just kind of wanted to say, you know, thank you, or that's what's up. Or, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like that big Pan energy. You know what I'm saying? The God Pan. I know a lot about it. Or I've read, I mean, I got a lot of, I told you I was always a book reader, man. A lot of fantasy books and whatever else. So nymphs and shit like that. I've read a lot of shit about the whole Pan energy and whatnot. Now that I know all that's centered around that Pan energy and shit. So I'm just saying, man, you know, to be around it and to have that in my own personal space, man, was dope in and of itself. So, all right, let's get to it. Let's get to it. I don't want to go too much into it. But again, one of the things he talked about was several times was creating magical entities, creating magical entities. And like I said in my last video, not my last video, one of my recent videos, nigga, I got so much shit in place. I mean, you see Megatron right here. This nigga is right here. He's on the throat. You know what I'm saying? I can hear this nigga because he can hear me. You know what I'm saying? But he's right here catching every vibration that's coming out of my throat. Every vibration that's coming up from my chest. This nigga is catching it. You know what I'm saying? So, much like as you get ready to see as we go through this book, Creating Magical Entities, you know what I'm saying? I'm constantly rejuvenating. I'm constantly charging this nigga. You know what I'm saying? As my heart beats, his shit's beating. You know what I mean? This nigga is recharging right now. And I mean, I'm just, I'm chilling. Don't get me wrong. I don't always walk around with the nigga like this. But again, as you get ready to see, feeding your entities, your imaginary friends and whatnot. You know what I mean? Your drop dead Fred, as dude like to talk about. Man, that was one of my favorite movies. Brother Panic talked about Drop Dead Fred, nigga. And that was one of my favorite movies growing up, man. Me and my sister used to damn near quote lines from that motherfucker. I do niggas like that every now and then. I'll do a chick like, hey, I'm just saying, bro. I'm the nigga. I'll be in my head and I'm like, panties, no panties. anyways, let's get back on track. So yeah, man, I'm just saying, dude, whatever you got to do to charge these niggas and whatnot, you know what I mean? But Flash of the Spirit, the title of itself, you know what I'm saying? I had a Flash of the Spirit in this here video, had to be done. All right, we you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna keep talking too much about it. But as you can see, I got a couple pictures. Hey, it's my beautiful mom and my son, my youngest son, my beautiful mom. But she's, bookmarks all over the place. But I wanted to show you guys this shit. See the symbols and whatnot that have been drawn. And again, this is for review and educational purposes and whatever else, you know what I'm saying? Let me put my mom's picture back. But you see the symbols that have been drawn? Look at these symbols. Look at that shit. I'm sorry, I can't really. But Flash of the Spirit. You see that? Some of these symbols represent the death of a friend. Some of these symbols say, murder weapon, leopard skin, death body. But anyways. Love, unity, comparability, hatred, disunity, whatever. I'm not going to get into all of that right now. We'll get into it all right now. I just wanted to show you mainly that there were sigils and whatnot. Of course, a lot of other stuff means stuff, but there are literally sigils and shit that they used to have on flags. You know what I'm saying? Sigils and stuff. This is what flags and shit used to do. Well, I don't want to say used to do, but I'm just saying, man, they had flags. Really trying to get to it. See, boom, here's another one. They would fly flags, but had flags flying and stuff with the sigils and whatnot on it. But anyways, Flash of the Spirit, man. It's one thing to catch the Holy Ghost in church and you see motherfuckers this, that, and whatever. But it's another thing to be possessed. If you get possessed by a spirit or entity or a daemon or a genius or whatever, if you get possessed, that's like dark art, dark magic. That's some other shit. You know what I mean? But if it pertains to Christianity, you can catch the Holy Ghost. An angel can come to you, and it's absolutely no problem. But like I was talking to a young lady at work, and it was like, nigga, well, what's the difference between angels and demons for real, for real? They all want you to do one thing, and all expect you to do a certain thing and act a certain way and be of a certain caliber, so to speak. But truly, what is the difference when some of them lusted after the daughters of men, Satan and his crew, so to speak, they got kicked out of heaven for lusting after daughters of men or whatever. If they're the demons and shit, they used to be the angels and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Even Lucifer, if he is whatever, he was the highest of the high angels. This nigga was an angel. So depending on whatever you want to look at it, you know what I mean? Like, what is the real difference between demons and angels? You know? What's the difference? You know what I'm saying? One of them guards and protects good niggas, another one guards and protects bad niggas. But what is good or bad is relevant. Anyways, we don't get into all that. But you get the point. I'm just saying, Flash of the Spirit. And in so many ways, just that title, Flash of the Spirit, is so relevant. Like I said, in so many ways, just a flash of the Spirit. I had a flash of the Spirit, and it was like, nigga, let's do this video about Brother Panic and Muhammad Ali, because no matter what you want to do, like again, we could create either one of these niggas or both of these niggas all in one. You see what I mean? But I was there at the lecture that Brother Panic had, and though he did talk about a lot of things, you know what I mean? I see you, Megatron. I hear you, Brody. I hear you. See, this nigga stays with me, and he's always on go, like I'm always on go. So Megatron does not transform. Get up there, nigga. I know I got big ass shoulder. Get back on what you do, nigga. Anyways, this nigga don't transform me, much like this nigga. He don't transform. He stays on defense, nigga. He stays on guard, nigga. Fuck with me, but he stays on guard, you know. And this nigga stays on offense. Why? Because just get two Megatrons. Like, don't get me wrong. Just as much as I got these books, nigga, I got the instructions. At some point, I used to be able to transform these niggas, but you know, that type of information comes and goes, and it was really like relevant. There was no need to really, you know, remember. And I'm being honest, to truly have to remember, if I got the paperwork, how to transform these niggas just by hand. And it's pretty dope. But again, I've had them for so long, it is what it is. But again, you know, I'm just saying, point being, they stay on go. And this is all the type of shit that you can do when you're creating magical entities. You see what I'm saying? So, all right. That's enough for the intro. We've had, you know what I'm saying, 12 minutes of that shit. And that's how, you know what I mean, just, you know, flash of the spirit. That's what it is. So we got a lot of books. This is a notebook we're gonna write and draw some shit on. But we got a lot of books. The esoteric structure of the alphabet, creating magical entities. As they come about, we're going to go through this book, Magical Entities. This is something like a lecture, because the nigga had asked me about continuing lectures and doing shit that Brother Panic had talked about. So this is something like that. This is also, you know, a good old informational. And I got to be honest, right now it is Sunday where I'm at. After 1 o'clock, the Titans are playing, so we got to get through this, nigga, so I can go watch the game. But again, flash of the spirit, man. When shit hits you, do it. Go with the flow. Follow the force, nigga. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Alright, so let's talk about it. Creating magical entities. Again, dude, Brother Panic's talked a lot about this shit. There are videos I do believe that he has done. So this is me going through the book. This is a review for educational purposes, and this is also a how-to and a walkthrough, nigga. I got a big bag of, let's just get to it, man. We got some time to take. So, alright, creating magical entities. First and foremost, it says magical entities. This shit can be as powerful as gods. You can create your own gods. You can create your own whatever the fuck you want to call it. But as it builds and as it grows energy, and we're not going to discuss how and whatever else, you know what I'm saying? We are niggas that believe. We just going to leave it at that. But as the shit grows and builds, again, it can attain massive levels of energy and shit. You just going to have to, you know what I'm saying, like, get with it. But that's also why I showed you the flash of the spirit and whatnot. Like, what you think they did? Well, what you think this is? Just as much as Ogun and all these other motherfuckers. Let me go back to some of these sigils. So again, we can really hit home. The signature of Asenu Kui, guardian of the voice of the Lord within his instrument, combines a diamond with 4 staring eyes over a slashing arrow with 4 eyes over a triangle with yet another pair of staring eyes. The mask-like diamonded device at the summit of the sign recalls the signature of the most feared of the messengers of Abakua in Koboro. The slashing horizontal arrow represents the martial prowess of this priestly figure, and the triangular structure underneath is interpreted by some Abakua members to represent the hill at Ibn Inda in ancient Ifut, where the spirit of the Lord leopard fish Tanze was first invoked. And of course, in the eyes within the voice, the eyes of Tanze and Sakan, the power of surveillance and vision, the deepest force of Abakua discloses itself. And this is the picture, the sigils and shit. See the arrows and whatnot, and the slashing, and the diamonds, and the triangles. See what I'm saying? A picture is worth 1,000 words. A symbol is worth 1,000 words. So the esoteric structure of the alphabet. That's why we got this book pulled out here. Practical Sigil Magic. That's why I wanted to show you guys, you know what I'm saying, again, we got plenty of books. Practical Sigil Magic. Booyah. The Book of Self-Pleasure, Self-Love. The Psychology of Ecstasy. By Austin Osman Spare, whatever, how the fuck you pronounce this shit. I don't know. Don't give a fuck. But this is another one of them names. It's like deep back. This is a old English book. I mean, you even have to like, self-love is its own law, which may be broken with impunity, being the only energy that is not servile, serving its ever-ready purpose. Surely it is all that is left of us that has no sin and is free. Verily, it is the only thing we dare be conscious of. He that truly pleases himself is without virtue and shall satisfy all men. Hate, jealousy, murder, etc. are conditions of love, even as virtue, greed, selfishness, suicide are conditions of not pleasing oneself. There is no sin more sickening than love, for it is the very essence of covetousness and the mother of all sin. Hence, it has the most devotees. Self-love is only pure and without a congregation. Nigga, is that deep or not, man? Go back, rewind that, nigga. Go back and rewind that. May the idea of God perish, and with it have they both not made me appear clown. Okay, let there be no mistake. Purity and innocence is simplicity. Happiness is wisdom. What is simple has no duality. Now, self-love is explained. Anyways. So, the psychology of ecstasy and self-love. Basically, this book is the precursor to, like, the Masterworks of Chaos Magic. The Masterworks of Chaos Magic. Now, let me show you some things. I'm going to put them two books down. Practical Sigil Magic and Psychology of Ecstasy. Matter of fact, I'm going to put out 3 of them books down because I am going to talk a little bit more about the esoteric structure of the alphabet. I've got a video about this shit. Go back in my videos. I'm sorry I ain't made playlists, but go back in my videos and check that shit out. But Chaos Magic. See how there are scribbles? I want you to see. Before I was showing you like arrows and this and that and whatever. You see these scribbles? Nigga, this is chaos. Chaos magic. This is chaos. You see this shit? This is how you make something out of nothing. Chaos. You take pure fucking chaos and you make something out of nothing, nigga. You make something out of nothing. And now all of a sudden, nigga, these are your personal sigils. This is your personal shit that means something to you. Because the entities that we are creating are your personal niggas. This is your personal shit. Okay? Alright, so first things first, important precautions. When creating a magical entity, these are important precautions. Because again, man, we are not the niggas that play around. This shit is real. This shit is real. So, for some of you niggas that do think it's a game, of course, a book, and also to show you the seriousness of this shit, nigga. We serious. We're serious about this shit. It's not a game. Just as much as there are labels and shit on your motherfucking microwave, or, you know what I'm saying, don't stick your hand in the oven and touch that hot fucking iron. You see it's burning, glowing red. Don't touch that shit. If you know, I'm just saying, as a kid, you learn that shit. You know, don't put your hand on the burner on the stove. It's hot as fuck. If you touch it, you're gonna burn yourself. So I'm just saying, precautions, just like anything else, nigga. If niggas thought this was a game, no, it all comes with precautions. Like I got a book over there. I mean, you see my dragon and shit. My daughter bought me this shit. Speaking of which, now that we, you know what I'm saying, we in it, let's go ahead and light another one and keep it cracking. But I'm just saying, nigga, there are precautions to this shit. Like I've said several times in a couple of my videos, nigga. When I first started fucking with that dragon magic, there are quote-unquote guided meditations and shit in the book and whatnot. So I still kind of did my own thing. But you know what I'm saying, I followed the author's directions. I went with it, you know, see what you got. I took the little guided meditations and shit, and I'll be damned, it scared the shit out of me. In the new Ninja Turtles, the ones from like let's say the later 2000s, but in those new Ninja Turtles movies, Out of the Shadows and whatever else, them niggas is in New York, and the CGI, computer created graphics and whatever the fuck else, nigga. That shit ain't no cartoon. They got regular niggas, humans. You know what I'm saying? This is whatever, like me and you walking around. So I'm just saying, in real life, if you was to really see a motherfucking Ninja Turtle walking around with scaly skin, just as whatever the fuck as me or you, like a iguana or a Komodo dragon. If you really seen a fucking Komodo dragon in real life, nigga, would you be scared? Would you be on one? All right, bro. All right, I got you. I know you want some action. You trying to get there. You trying to get there, Brody. This is like, yo, motherfucking shit. I feel you. Okay, nigga, alright, bitch. Talk the shit. You trying to get there. Fuck the dumb shit. Megatron said, quit playing with me, nigga. Alright. And I mean, I'm telling you how the universe work, man. I was already on it, man. Shout out to my shout out, you know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Lex, you know what I'm saying? But one of my most recent comments, motherfucker holler, where's Megatron? I'll be damned. See how you done activated this nigga? I'll be damned. But I just got hit with that a couple of days ago too. If not yesterday, it was the day before. But a nigga was just asking me, where's Megatron? And I just got the comment. I should keep it 100. My baby mom was just asking me, where's Megatron? She ain't seen Megatron or whatever. And I'm like, oh shit. Don't trust me. That nigga is around. Nigga, Megatron is around. And he wants a blunt road. That nigga wants to smoke. Here's another gem. Thanks for staying with me so long. But again, that's one way to keep these niggas fed and to get them locked in. You know what I'm saying? Let's say, I dedicate X amount of puffs, nigga. It could be 5 puffs of my Black and Mild. So out of every Black and Mild that I ever fucking hit, or out of every blunt that I ever roll, you know what I'm saying? My first 2 puffs go to this nigga. Not only do they energize me, they energize this nigga. So I might not personally get high at all. This nigga gets high. You know what I mean? It's just like I'm a nigga that paid child support. You know what I'm saying? So I've come to look at things throughout the years as my first 2 days of work. The first 2 days are for my kids. You know what I'm saying? Them first 2 days go to child support. This day is, that whole day is for the kids. So anyways, I'm just saying, man, that's a nice way to keep them niggas fed. But anyways, back to the business, right? Anyways, let's get back to work. This nigga just had to, you feel me? He had to come around front. Y'all see the nigga keep leaning and shit. He wasn't with it, you know what I mean? He was like, no, nigga, I need to be in the foreground. Just like this shit. He wasn't satisfied being back here. Now this nigga run shit. There's too many cars. That being said too, when I get these books off the table, I'm gonna show y'all these cars. But anyways, I'm gonna show y'all these cars because all of that ties into play. You know what I mean? Also in the Flash of the Spirit. In the Flash of the Spirit, I can't go to the exact section again. I'm not that nigga that's super fucking organized, and it probably would be great if I did. But there is a section in here. I may be able to, you know what I'm saying? Again, the Spirit does do what it do, right? So I actually may be able to. But as I'm talking about it, let's see what happens as I'm flipping through these pages. Because had something, bottle trees. Oh yeah, I remember the bottle trees. So I know I'm going to be able to find it. Because it has something to do with the bottle trees. So basically, long story short, man, there's a guy, the bunch of the shit, ooh, look at this. A Trinidad ground drawing. Trinidad ground drawing. Look at that, man. Pause the shit, zoom in on it. Trinidad ground drawing. So you're saying, we finna get to it. We finna get to it. Moments of the sun. Long story short, one of the things they had noticed was how we used, not just we, but okay. a lot of the influences that the Africans had, or on the Native Americans, so to speak, is what this shit talks about. But and one of them was the stuff that slaves used to put around their houses. Here it goes, here it goes, here it goes. Right. Bottle trees. Section on bottle trees, right? Boom. So, in Mississippi, these trees, all right, in Mississippi, South Carolina, Arkansas, northern Mississippi, Alabama. In Mississippi, these trees, bearing cold, glittering bottles, visual statements again of death and the arrest of the spirit, simply block or ward off evil. The custom compares with that in Texas, where grave glass will keep the evil spirits away or keep away the man's spirit. You see what I mean? In that sense, the Afro-American bottle trees are fugitive specters from a graveyard realm, just as bottle-lined burials are horizontal trees. So, boom, this is what I was trying to get at. See, there's all these pictures and shit. These people used to put stuff, you would see all this junk and shit around these houses, and they would make it seem like these niggas just collect junk, but they would show you, like, when it comes to Caucasian people, so shall I say, but just some of the other people, their junk, or just, you've seen these movies where people have this junk all around their house, and they be like, oh, but they creating art, oh, but they doing this, you know, they make art out of junk, you know what I'm saying, and you've even seen it, like, I know, here at U of L, is like, we got the Speed Art Museum, but if you've been around museum, you've seen niggas who have made art out of junk. Now, there was some spiritual shit behind that, and the type of shit that we used to do. So the point is the wheels. What I'm getting at is wheels. You would always see shit spinning, motion. It's about having motion, being in motion. You know what I'm saying? Keep in motion, forever stopping, forever vibrating, forever moving, forever dancing, staying in motion. You see what I mean? Motion. That's the significance of these Hot Wheels. But motion, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers like say, you know, again, swing low, sweet chariot. The shit being in motion, you know what I'm saying? Sweet chariot, coming forth to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming forth to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot. Nigga, I got all kind of cars. I got all kind of cars over here. You know what I mean? I guess now it's time, this is the appropriate moment, flash of the spirit, to show you some of these cars. Drop top. And they all Hot Wheels. They're all Hot Wheels, nigga. I collect Hot Wheels. Well, you can say I collect them. My excuse is I buy them for the kids. Look at that, nigga. Fat. Corvette. You know what I'm saying? I got all kind of Hot Wheels. But yeah, nigga, we buy the Hot Wheels for the kids. We buy the Hot Wheels for the kids, but again, motion. You see the flames on that shit? Motion. Got me a truck. And again, as y'all see in these cars, I like this one. It's got the Y on it. It's, you know what I'm saying, different color wheels on this shit. But it's got the Y. You feel me? Since we are talking about the alphabet, you feel me? We gotta give dude a name. Just like the vet, I like some of the realistic cars, but these are all Hot Wheels. They're all Hot Wheels. And we got like a Formula Racer. So, you know what I'm saying? Pick a car. I just showed y'all 9 cars, 9 dimensions, 9 realms, whatever. But we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cars. They all out here. They dope. Pick a car. Comment 1 through 9. I think that's what we should do. Comment 1 through 9. And in a week, I'll add the shit. I'll probably add the shit to it anyway, but we'll get to it. We'll get to it. But again, man, just showing you. Flash of the spirit, man. These people, you can bury shit around your house, push shit around your house, but this is what the junk is for. You know what I mean? It represents shit. There's symbols of certain shit. So, like I said, bottle trees. They have glass bottles hanging from trees. Again, it's showing you the pictures of stuff. Windmills, little makeshift shit. You know what I mean? Again, while they had tires and wheels and shit, I'm going to skip to this section in the book that says housing your entity. One of the easiest ways for people to interact, and again, we're reading for, you know what I'm saying, educational purposes and whatnot, creating magical entities, housing the shit. Using objects as the physical bodies of entities is very effective for magical workings because it calls upon the instinct and intuitive behaviors from our childhood. Children are born from the ability to give life to things. An example of this ability to give life to their toys, they are so good at this that they even have the ability to hear them speak. The way that a child creates an imaginary friend is similar to the manner in which you would create an entity. Brother Panic said that shit all the time. You see me with the toys from my childhood that I fucked with, that I was in love with as a kid. And even the ones that didn't have. Nigga, you see they got the motherfucking movies and whatnot now. Cars. Movies called Cars where the cars talk. Toe Mater. You see what I'm saying? They got the movies called Cars where the cars talk. The cars have spirits. So, I mean, you know, goddamn, this is fire. Fuck with me. Like, share, subscribe, but don't do none of that shit. Keep running and hiding. If you didn't watch this long, you done soaked up some game. I know you have. So, again, housing your entity. And I just showed you the pictures. Go back, like I said, pause that shit. This is why this shit just be around the house and whatever else. You know what I'm saying? So. Let me pull out my bag. Nigga, I'm a motherfucking wizard. To find somebody to play with. I hit the gym, I work out, I buy these a lot. Amino Energy. So this ain't no ad for it, but this is again to show you how real I am. Amino Energy, bro. This is what I do. I take this is one. Oh, hell yeah. Pulled the right one out, too. So this is one that we ain't gonna talk about it, but pulled the right one out. Give my niggas some energy, right? So, housing this shit. I like it. I don't have glass bottles. They're not as easy to obtain. But when I do get glass, this is from like an olive jar. When I do get glass, I do utilize it. I do definitely use the shit if I can use the shit. This is a glass jar. Probably this is one of the ones I might like maybe cut a slit in. That way I could drop coins and shit in it. You know what I'm saying? Again, like paying a nigga. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? This is human energy. You know how many people have touched a penny? You know how many places that penny has been, how many cash registers, how many times that, just again, how many places, even though I say places, I do mean that. That penny has been on the floor, penny might have been outside, penny might have been at a gas station for weeks before somebody picked it up, penny might have been anywhere, but you know how much energy there is in a penny? So putting a single penny, giving one single penny, anything, dog, that shit is powerful as fuck. When you really think about it, that's a lot of energy in a penny. So just giving coins, feeding these motherfuckers, when you tap into it that deep, you know what I'm saying? Again, tuning your energy to it. When you really know, you know what I mean? Like yeah, when you tap into it that deep, yeah, even though you give the motherfucker penny, some motherfuckers, and again, it's how you think. It's adjusting your mind frame. It's how you think. You feel me? Sure, this is just paper. And we gonna burn one because it's what we do. Sure, it's just paper. It's not a dollar that we use, that we spend, or whatever, but it's ancestor money. And I believe it's worth 200 million motherfucking dollars. And if it was a check, if it was an actual bill that was worth 200 million dollars that I could go get paid for right now, I'd be a rich man. 200 million dollars or whatever the fuck it's worth, I'd be rich as fuck. But anyways, I'm just saying, that's the type of intent, that's the type of motherfucking magic that I give it. You know what I mean? That's how much it matters to me. It's ancestor money. So we burn some ancestor money for whatever energy. Again, I could burn this money. We'll go to another section in the book, Creating Magical Entities. But we'll get there. We'll get there. We burn some for the cause. We'll get there. I promise you we will. So let's take it a little slow. Let's back up. Like I said, attuning your energy. Definition of entity. Alright, so we already talked about a lot of that shit. Entity uses. So, we started off on the Brother Panic shit. Like I said, I started off talking about the Brother Panic shit. I don't want the fire alarms and whatnot to go off. That's why I'm waving this shit. Plus, hey, it's more energy, right? But I started off talking about Brother Panic. And also, hold on. Before I get into that, too. Again, setting up. No. We're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it first. We'll get to it. Like I said, Brother Panic and the Muhammad Ali shit. You know, I talked a whole lot of shit. Now we 30-something minutes in, and we just now getting back to it, right? So, I appreciate you niggas sticking with me. Again, Flash of the Spirit, just how this shit roll. But Muhammad Ali and Brother Panic, we can create an entity that has, I mean, again, a picture means 1,000 words, but there you go. Entity uses. We can create a nigga that can talk to us, that can give us information, that could, you know what I'm saying, be inspirational and motivational to us, motivate us just as much as, you know, guide us like a Brother Panic. You know what I'm saying? When he was doing the lecture about the Muhammad Ali energy, this is one of the things that he did mention, creating magical entities. You can create, what's it called? You know what I mean? An imaginary friend, a drop dead Fred type figure. You can create an imaginary friend with all the attributes and all the whatever you want to call it of Muhammad Ali. And all you got to do is say, that's what this nigga does. Now, your imagination, you got to let run wild. If you don't know anything about Ali and whatever else, like, then you would know how he would come to you and how it would happen. If you can channel and all of that extra shit, or you go being possessed and whatnot, then I guess that's be your thing and it would come to you and shit. But reading up on the nigga, I got magazines. I got, you know, on the day that he died, you know, I'm right here in the Ville. I'm from the Ville. Nigga, I collected magazines, newspapers, damn near anything I could get that day, the day of. And I can't tell you I ain't read them, but I got them over there. So, you know what I'm saying, if I was to create a magical entity, I might burn a couple of them newspapers. I would read over that shit as I'm going over, as I'm sitting somewhere, you know, in my magical place doing this magical shit. That's the shit I would do. You know what I mean? But entity uses to create a nigga to be like, if it was again like sparring, say I was a UFC nigga. Well, I would, you know what I'm saying, want Ali to help increase my hand speed, nigga. When the time comes, you know what I'm saying, Ali, just, I don't know where it came from, but I gave a nigga a 3-piece combo, nigga, jab, jab, cross, or some old shit. I don't know, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Jab, jab, cross, uppercut. You know, whatever the fuck Ali could teach you, you know what I mean? Like, that's the type of shit you would want to do while you create magical entities. I showed you the chaos magic. Where the fuck is my pen? Here it go, nigga. Showed you the chaos magic. Practical sigil making. Like I said, you make this shit however you want to do. This shit doesn't have a lot of pictures, but what dude did, I do believe he was an artist, and one of the things that he talks about is why I brought out that book was because if you are an artist, and I'm not a very good artist, you know what I'm saying, but if you the type of nigga that draws, when you draw pictures and shit, you can channel, again, a picture is worth 1,000 words. As you drawing shit and you're picturing shit or you putting shit together, like some people who make the entities, I mean, again, you could give them a face. You could draw a body. You could actually draw the shit. But creating a drawing, you know what I'm saying, and housing, again, objects and shit. I just showed you the flash of the spirit and whatnot. That's what this shit is. You see this? Objects that they would create. Objects that they made. You see what I'm saying? So again, you can create some shit or draw whatever you want. One of the things it talks about in practical sigil making, creating personal sigil. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, practical sigil making is, you know, just channeling the shit. So as we sit here talking about Muhammad Ali and what a great boxer he was and what a great this and that and whatever else, right? Emotional crafting. You are now going to use an emotion-based method to create a sigil. At this point, you've got a goal. You created a magical question in the past tense. In our example, how did I get this beautiful piano? How did I get this beautiful piano? Now to come to the second part, sigilization. This is where the traditional chaos magic would have you create a doodle. If you've seen all this, I know it can be pretty boring. Bear with me. Traditionally, this is how you turn a bundle of letters into a sigil. You write down, okay, whatever method you use, you create a drawing out of the remaining letters, so you end up what looks like what sort of looks like a mashed up tree of letters. So yeah, it's actually what we was looking at. the first symbol up here is just a bunch of letters. You see T's, I's, O's, B's, S's, whatever. Just a bunch of the letters. But another thing that you could do is just start doing shit. As we talking about Ali, I'm not even looking at the page. But again, you just seen scribbles or whatever anyway. But as we talking about Ali, you just do some shit. Hell, I'm not looking at the page, but I'm gonna like try to draw what I feel like a boxing glove would be. You know what I'm saying? Ali, this nigga had a face, so we gonna try to draw like a laughing face or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? He was known for his face, so we'll do some shit. But you just do some shit. You know what I mean? And it does matter that I got orange paper. I had all kind of motherfucking. I'm just saying, man. I be thoughtful about a lot of shit. But you just doodle some shit. Damn, you can't see my doodle. You can see my little shit. You just doodle some shit, draw some shit, right? So now that we got that going on, we take a look at this and we try to refine it. You know what I'm saying? Let's refine it. Oh man, it's kind of nuts. So we got the boxing glove. We got a boxing glove on one side and we got a little doodle face. So again, Muhammad Ali and Brother Panic and of course OZ the Wizard. So we just got some scribblies going on. So based off what I got, it does, what I'm taking from this, yeah, let me get a little close and show you. See that shit? Kind of looks like a puzzle piece at the top, right? Like a puzzle piece with a face and a boxing glove. So if I had a puzzle piece, so okay, puzzle piece with a face and a boxing glove. So we're going to refine the shit a little more. We're going to refine the shit a little more. Now what do you see? See what I mean? Alright, I'm just, you know what I mean? We working, we rocking, right? We went from this shit, some old scribbly doodle ass, what the fuck. We went from this shit to this shit. Alright? Now, we could reduce that even more, or we could leave it, we could just leave it like that. For the moment, we'll just leave it like that. Alright? Now, this is what we started with. This is what we started with, right? So, pull out a different one. Cause this guy already got something cracking. Alright, this is empty. So, okay, boom. We got our housing unit. This is what we started with. If we had multiple drafts, then we would do multiple drafts. But this is a rough draft. So we gon', you know what I'm saying? That's one thing we gonna give it some energy with. I got some macaroni right here. Oh man, let me tell you about it first before I even do that shit. But that's one thing we gonna put in our house. Because we know that's the house. It's one thing we gonna put on the house, right? Important precautions. Regardless of what the system is named, the law of return, threefold law, cause and effect, it is of great importance to understand what type of effects your actions will have on the world around you. If you are careless, you may find that your actions can have an unexpected ill effects on those that you love and care. On the other hand, you may receive a great fortune by what seems to be luck. Okay? The reason for mentioning this here is to make sure you are aware of how the planning and creation of your entity can affect things around you for better or worse. We will not tell you that this is bad or bad things are going to happen if you choose to have your entity cause harm or misfortune to someone. It is not for us to judge. That is up to you. However, you should completely think through all the possible effects that your actions and those of your entity may have. Once you have thought through all of them and are satisfied with all known possible results, only then should you proceed with your plans. Give you a little bit of that first. Because again, goals and results. What you want them to do, how you want them to act, you know what I'm saying, how you want this to come together. So, goals and results, right? It's kind of neat that I have a puzzle piece because we always trying to figure shit out. So, by me even calling it a puzzle piece, there you go, it cracks. And then the boxing gloves, For me, I'm a warrior, nigga, and this is a fight. So, boom, there you go. And then again, the brother panic face, wisdom, a head, just in general, the head, knowledge, it represents wisdom and whatever else. Brother panic, open the doors, keys to a lot of knowledge and wisdom and shit. So, you know what I'm saying? This one entity is going to have all of that. Again, it's like a fucking trinity. I got 9 cards right here, 3 by 3. But anyways, you know what I'm saying? You see the significance of like all of these things. It's all coming together. And this is what we doing for us, right? Plus even like the storm and the rain going on in the background, nigga. We in magic mode. Oh shoot, okay, we done ran out of this, so okay, we wrapped it up. Okay, choosing a name. So I'm gonna leave that up to y'all. Again, I don't necessarily have a name for it. I go with the vibe. We can give it a name. Giving it a name puts a specific whatever on it. So just like Megatron, he's already got a name. So I call this nigga Megatron. Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? However you choose to talk to the shit that you choose to talk to. One more shot. Because if I take one more drink, I'm gonna end up fucking you. If that's what you wanna do, shorty. Hey, you know what? We gotta get back to the Wizard voice. We slipped out of it. The spirit took us out of it. And so we come back to it. Spirit brought us back to the Wizard voice. We gotta come back to the Wizard voice, yo. So giving it a name, it could be Brother Ali. So we're gonna call this protection, wisdom, and problem-solving entity, Brother Ali. Because it's like Brother Pan and Ali. At the bottom, we could also do like Ali Pan, Ali Pan, Ali Pan. You know what I'm saying? Ali Pan. Alipan. Alipin. Alipin. However you choose to pronounce that. But you see what I'm saying? We have now given the entity a name. Even in the name, the name itself encompasses the Brother Panic and the Muhammad Ali energy. You can place whatever you want to place on that. Like I said, protection, the warrior, intellect, wisdom, all of that shit is wrapped up into the nigga's name. So one of the things it does give you in this book, we're going to skip to the back where it's like preparation guide. It shows you how to structure the shit. So like it gives you a little, and this is right in the book, you know what I mean? It shows you that shit. So just like how if you had a pad of paper, get you a pad of paper out, you know what I'm saying? And you can write down goals and desires, write down desired results, statement of intent, what we want to do, what this particular entity is meant to do to increase, statement of intent, increase wisdom, / knowledge, increase wisdom and knowledge, protection, from unnecessary damage, and I mean wordplay is everything. You could say unnecessary harm, unnecessary emotional, whatever the fuck. I'm just saying unnecessary damage. I don't want my car damaged. I don't want my books damaged. I don't want my life damaged. You know what I mean? It's a. I just feel like it's more of an all-encompassing word than saying like hurts or pain, unnecessary pain. Of course, that could be mental and this and whatever else. But I like damage. I'm a Taurus, man. On my Taurus shit, on my, you know what I mean, practical shit. So protection from unnecessary damage, increase wisdom and knowledge. Boom. This is what we got on our paper. Now, there's all kind of ways. Well, again, man, you know, this is like a how-to, and we doing this at the same time. So that being said, let's skip right to the part I was trying to tell you about a few moments ago, called feeding time. There's a couple things we need to talk about. Feeding time. Energy of some form or another has to be supplied in order for an entity to exist. Entities feed off energy, much like we eat and drink. Just as you would die if you didn't eat, so too will an entity cease to exist without proper energy. Therefore, when creating energy, an entity with great consideration must be taken as to where and how the entity will receive its regular supply of energy. So again, much like Drop Dead Fred, an imaginary friend is not, I don't want to say only as good as long as you talk to it, as long as you remember it. Just like they talk about the second death and people dying or whatever. You know, you die one time in the physical realm, and then you die again when people no longer mention your name, when people forget about you, when there's no longer a memory of you. Then you die again. So, again, memory, you know what I'm saying? What's gonna, like you see the Megatron, he is everywhere. Not just I got this one, I got that one. You know what I'm saying? I have also other little small like Megatrons that you get out of like the little Family Dollar little $2 Megatrons that you just push one button and it transforms and whatever. Nigga, I'll keep a Megatron in my locker at work. I'll keep a Megatron. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, Megatron is there, nigga. Matter of fact, this nigga stays transforming. He's always in vehicle mode, whatever else, because most of the time, this nigga's in my car. I keep him in the car. Straight up. He be in the Monte Carlo with a nigga. I'm telling you. But because again, I'm driving Megatron. He's just in my Monte Carlo form. You know what I mean? So even when I'm driving my car, I'm thinking about this nigga. Feeding time, a regular supply of energy. How often do you drive your car? Okay, so the first, let's say, every mile, whenever you drive your car, right? The first mile, or even if you don't go a mile, you know what I'm saying? The first 5 minutes, every car is usually started up, you know what I mean? So the first 5 minutes, 30 seconds, whatever you want to call it, every 5 minute increment of your car being active and being on, Megatron is allowed to draw from that energy. You see what I'm saying? Whatever entity, Ali Pond, this is what we could do. You know what I mean? And because I'm saying that, I'm just going to make a little makeshift car on this here paper. And the pictures ain't got to be shit. But you see the little car, little bitty car I put over there? And it's nuts. The universe is how this shit tie in. I'm also talking about cars because we got cars, right? So not only does this car represent this brother Ali and Ali Pond being able, you know what I'm saying, being in motion. This nigga got a hell of a whip. He got Hot Wheels, nigga. The nigga's in motion. Matter of fact, I mean, we ain't gonna do it right now, but the nigga's in motion. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna put one of these cars. Again, comment 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Matter of fact, let's put it out here where you can see him a little better. Oh, and let me go ahead and show y'all that shit. Never, never, never give up. Never, never, never give up. Never, never, never give up. Like a mantra. Never, never, never give up. I like the fact that there was 3 of them. Never, never, never give up. Never, never give up. Never, never, never give up. Never give up. Never, never, never give up. Never give up. Never give up. I don't know how many times I said that, but I will never give up. You see what I'm saying? And that's one of the things just inadvertently that we got on our little makeshift altar right now. You see what I'm saying? We got a big time energy that's already been created. We got some magic wisdom, some dragon magic energy that's here. You know what I'm talking about? I got pussy on the table. Don't think I don't. Y'all see that? Oh, y'all see my bowl? Oh, I got pussy on the table. We in it. Nigga, we in it. We in the zone. And you see the hands. This is my ashtray that I got from my best friend, man. She's dope with it. The all black hands. The all black hands, nigga. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? We got vehicles. We out here, nigga. But again, motion. Putting the shit in motion. You know what I'm saying? Every time a car gets played with, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, my kids got hella Hot Wheels out there. But every time your actual car, or any car, you see what I mean? Whenever you physically see a car moving, or you look outside, you see a car, if you see a car driving down the street, whenever you see a car moving, part of that car's energy, however it's being used, goes to our entity. It's gonna go to Brother Pan, Brother Ali. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Brother Pan had a car or whatever, but I mean, who wouldn't like to drive a dope ass motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? Who wouldn't want to be in a motherfucking Hot Wheel, in an F-150 Formula Racer, nigga? Who wouldn't want to shoot down the street in some dope ass shit? You know what I'm saying? This is a motherfucking convertible. You feel me? Drop the top. It ain't got no top on it. See the rims, nigga? You see the rims, nigga? My shit is hard. Constipated. Cause the monster made it. Look at the truck. Look at the truck. Low rider. Nigga. Bouncing. See the hydraulics on that shit. Thought it was gonna tip. Let me stop playing. My bad. I'm playing this shit. And again, you know what I'm talking about? The family mobile. Y'all see the family mobile? This just your regular degular. Ain't gotta be nothing special. We got us a motherfucking sedan. 4-door. You know what I'm talking about? Takes care of the family. This motherfucker is insurance. The cops is not gonna pull this over. But it's got a motherfucking Hemi in it too. I'm just saying. They don't know what's under the hood. This motherfucker. Alright. I'm sorry. You know, then of course we got the Alphabet Mobile. I like him because he's yellow. He got the colors and shit. You know what I'm saying? I like the big Y. If you know anything about Y, the esoteric structure of the alphabet, Y is a hell of a shit. It also represents the crossroads. You know what I'm saying? And I already showed y'all the Mach 1 racer. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna keep pulling that out. But yeah, nigga. So we draw a little car on here. So feeding time. Find out little, just little ways you can feed the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with my dragons and whatever else. So we come over here. Let's go with the white sage, because we an hour in. Again, I don't try to take up too much of your time. And we already an hour in. I think we can hit all the good points. So we gonna burn a little bit of this sage and we gonna get out of here, man. We gonna burn a little bit of this sage and we gonna get out of here. Hopefully everything go the way it's supposed to go. I don't want to get copyrighted or something for the rain in the background, because it's raining and thundering and shit. I don't know if y'all can hear it or not, but my kids was rather loud, so on a personal note, I had to put a little something on in the background so I wouldn't get overly distracted by them too many times. But it's all good. You know what I'm saying? And now that we've got the gist of everything going, we could either burn this, we'll drop this, we'll put all of this, we got the name, we got the sigil representing everything. A picture's worth 1,000 words. Like I was showing you, man, you could actually go through all that shit and pull out a notebook and write down, you know, words, like I said, like motivate and inspire. You could do all of that, or you could just, again, put that feeling into a sigil, into a picture, into, you know what I'm saying, a symbol of what you want this nigga to do, like the feeling that you want this motherfucker to inspire, all of that shit. Just as you thinking about it, as you're channeling it, as you know what I'm saying, you just draw that shit out. And it could be big as fuck. I got a small pad, so I made a small doodle. You can make a big ass doodle, and whatever bits and pieces apart that you see that make something or whatever, you do whatever you want to do with it. Chaos magic. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got to be a doodle at all. I'm just a nigga that didn't sit there and draw whatever. It could really be some shit. If you good at making smiley faces, make some faces. Whatever you want to do, bro. You know what I'm saying? It could be anything you want to make. But this is what we did for the cause, you know what I'm saying, and we sharing with y'all, and this is all of us. Again, man, if you with this shit, tap in on my nigga. The more energy we give Brother Ali, the more energy we give Ali Pan, Pan Ali, Panali, you know what I'm saying, like Panera, we got Panali. We could call this nigga Panali. It ain't got to be Ali Pan. We can switch the words up, Panali, and call this nigga Panali. You know what I mean? Which one you like? Comment Panali, Ali Pan, or Brother Pan. We got three titles for this nigga. We need a name and we need a car, nigga. We need a name and we need a car. What name is we going with? We'll come back in a week and we'll finish this shit out. You know what I'm saying? We'll give it a week, maybe at least a week. You know, I'm all over the place. But comment on this shit And we'll come back next Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Nigga get enough comments, enough likes. We'll be back next Sunday with the shit. Might even go live if that's what the fuck y'all want to do. We'll go live and really put the brakes and create this nigga. And it'll be something that we all got. Something that we all do. You know what I'm saying? Again, OZ the Wizard. This could be a community thing from the land of Oz. You feel me? But fuck with me. You know what I'm talking about? Again, man. I make my jewelry and shit. I put these stones together. You know what I'm saying? So, shit, you dig? You can come up with some colors, some philosophy, you know what I mean? Some colors and some whatever else. Speaking of which, before I get out of here, because again, I want to just show you how real it is. We got cars, right? Let me drop this shit. We got the cars. Selenite. Yeah, nigga, I got a selenite dagger. Because you can't fuck with dragons if you ain't got a sword. Can y'all see this nigga? The smoke coming out this nigga mouth? Man, these motherfucking backflow incense joints, nigga. My daughter knew what she was doing. You might think it's coming out of here, but it's just the way it's coming out this nigga mouth, bruh. That shit is hard. See how it's creeping to the side? See if I turn him like that, maybe you can see it. It ain't coming from the top. That's coming out this nigga mouth, bruh. Now we breathing. Now we on fire. You see what I'm saying? Now this nigga alive. We started down low. First we started over here. There's a joint. Yeah, no. It was over here. First we started over here. You know what I'm saying? Filled up the moat. Then we came up here. Now we up here because we alive now. Nigga alive now. The entity is cracking now. Uno, dos, tres. 1, 2, 3. We in it now. So we got stones. Shungite. Unakite. We got stones. Citrine. Ooh, some quartz. But we got stones. Fuck it. 5, 6. We got stones. So some of the things we could go ahead and do now. If you didn't last this long, let's get it in, right? The energy of these stones, like this yellow jasper. Boom. We dropped it in there. Unakite, big energy. We dropped it in there. And this clear quartz. 1, 2, 3. I'm dropping it in there. Stones. Again, this came from my energy joints. I showed y'all these, right? Amino energy. This was caffeine. The actual use of this jar had caffeine in it. Again, BCA aminos and whatnot for building up the body and whatever else. So even this jar itself has big energy with it, and it comes with it. But one of the things it had was a scoop. So I can imaginary take a scoop out, put some in a water bottle. You know what I'm saying? I can scoop some of this energy out, just like I'm doing right now. You can't see it, but I can see it because I got my imagination. It's dope. Y'all don't see all this shit. Scoop it out, put some in my cup, and drink that shit. I could put some in my bottle, which is what's in here now, just from a different one. Nigga, we got that in here right now, nigga. We got the blue raspberry. That's what's in here. But take a scoop out, put it in my bottle. Put a couple scoops in my bottle, nigga. Drink that shit. I'm giving dude energy. You know what I'm saying? What we dealing with, we getting energy from that. But point is, I got a scoop in here. So when I need a dose or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's how this shit work. We can get a dose of this nigga whenever we want to. Just pull a scoop out. But okay, we got stones. Like I said, actual food. I like going with the shit that ain't gonna biodegrade or whatever. You see? This is macaroni. Crunchy ass macaroni. I got six of these little elbows. And again, elbows. I got the elbows. Motion, nigga. Elbow, bends, it's motion, nigga. We got elbows, so we gonna put some elbows in here. I got 6 of them. Should have put 9, whatever, put whatever you want. But I got 6. 6 of them in there. You know what I mean? Again, for water and whatever else. I do this shit. Tell you I got jewelry, bro. I make these chains and I make necklaces and shit, nigga. I'm not playing. But for the jewelry, we got shells. Energy, bro. And the house. 1, 2. With the silver, these are cowrie shells. Cowrie, C-O-W-R-I-E. Cowrie shells. You feel me? Oh, drop one. But we got 4 shells. 2 gold and 2 silver. But we got shells. We're going to put some cowrie shells in here. In some traditions, these shells represented money. That's how they traded and shit. With the shells. You know what I'm talking about? So the shells represent money in some traditions. Yeah, that nigga's breathing hot fire, nigga. I told you that nigga. Told you it's coming out his mouth. Look at him, man. We in the game. We in the game. I appreciate y'all, man. Love y'all. Real shit. So we gonna put these shells in here because that's energy and they represent water. You know what I'm talking about? Also, I already put them in there, so they in there now. I ain't taking them back out. But you know what I mean? If you look at the shell, another reason why I like these, because I'm a motherfucking freak, nigga. I'm just saying, this is just me. But look at the shell. You see the pussy? Y'all see that? You see that? That's the shell. You see them saying the cowrie shell. But look at the shell. Look it up. Cowrie shell. You know what I'm saying? But they kind of got that. See that shit? Look like a pussy. Look like a vagina. Cowrie shell. But anyways, you know what I'm saying? That's why I put them in there. It's just me. You know what I mean? That's another reason to put it in there. So they got both pussies in the bag. But I'm just saying, it's all about how you see shit. But okay, we got that in there. We got to put the name. I'm sorry. I see I'm holding on to the name. Let's put the name and whatnot in there. So I apologize. Yeah, I'm all over the place. Wrong bottle. Put the bottle back. So yeah, man, we got the name up in there. Check this out. We want to be able to plug in. So this is just something I haven't been able to use, haven't had a reason to use. But again, this is why I like, again, the housing and shit that's in there. Being able to plug in. We got the plug. This nigga's the plug, right? Getting plugged in. You know what I'm saying? Plus, this is also some technology, but being plugged in. So I got some plugs. This is auxiliary plug. We're going to put it in there. We're going to put it in there. We're going to put it in there. And yeah, we talking about big energy, right? Big energy. I got some this wire that I used to use back in my younger days. I used to wire up my own system, put my subwoofers in the trunk, and you got to run wires to the amplifier and whatnot. But this is a real deal wire. This is, something, whatever gauge wire. This is wire. It's wire. I don't know what else to fucking say about that. Put my knife back down. It's good to have that energy out there. Hold on, man. I got it. We gonna cut a little piece of this wire, right? My bad. Cut some of this wire. Because we stay amped up. And again, so we gonna put some wire in here. We already know about copper. We know about copper. But one thing I like about this shit is, if you will notice, only one wire is copper, the other wire is silver. One wire is copper, other wire is silver. You got your positive and your negative. Fuck is my lighter. So how this shit work. We're gonna use my lighter. Oh, my bad, Joe. I think ain't nothing to fall. To pull out some of these wires. See, I'm melting the plastic off. Again, and all of this is energy that a nigga is putting towards this entity. You know what I'm saying? All this effort that you doing, that you going through. All this effort. All for this entity. So, by using my lighter to burn off some of the plastic, I've now exposed them wires. So, I am going to take these 2 wires, cross them together, See the wires? I'm gonna twist them. Ida and Pingala, nigga. Like the two wires on the spine. Twist them together. And now I got this loop going on down here. Right? Now it's together. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Burn the plastic off. Bear with me. Boom. Now I got my two wires exposed. Take them two bitches, twist them together again. Ida, Pingala, Kundalini. Twist them bitches together again. Now I got what? Infinity symbol. I got two loops. Boom. Infinity, nigga. With the wire. And this wire. And this is electrical. You know what I'm talking about? Currents and whatever else. And we'll get into all of that. But this too is going to go in here. All that goes into the housing of this entity. So, again, and as I stated, man, this is like for all of us. I'm going to put my knife. Because I love that shit. This is for all of us, nigga. This is for everybody. This is for anybody and everybody tapped in, tuned into my channel. This is for anybody that fucks with Wizzuhd. This is anybody that needs it, that'll benefit from it. This is not to hurt, harm, or hinder anybody's progress. This is only to help. This is what this is for. Again, man, we appreciate that Brother Panic energy, dog. It was dope as fuck. I'm kind of salty. But again, man, hopefully he activated not only me, you, a lot of us. It's not just him. He was coming through with a much bigger energy that was bigger than him. He was more or less, you know what I'm saying, like the current. You know, again, we have microwaves. So the microwave is a much bigger thing than each individual microwave. The microwave, period. The concept of a microwave and what it can do. You see what I'm saying? That's kind of how I'm talking about and looking at the Brother Panic energy. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of what this shit is, nigga. Build you a microwave. Get you a microwave. You know what I'm saying? Create you a motherfucking microwave. But creating magical entities, this is what we do. And again, feeding them however you want to feed them, this is what we do. I had to take a smoke break, nigga. I'm doing a whole lot of talking. But we still recording, so let's go. Meaning my battery ain't died because I'm watching this motherfucker. I know he's getting ready to say something about dying. So I'm trying to hurry up, but it is what it is. Again, I appreciate y'all rocking with a nigga this long. So we got that in there. So again, feeding them, giving them energy. The house that this motherfucker's in, we own it. We own it. Another thing that we do want to talk about, last thing, not even that, lifespan. One thing that most people seem to ignore when creating entities is the duration of life that the entity shall have. Therefore, to avoid any unforeseen problems or issues that may arise due to your entity not having a defined term of life, you should consider the lifespan of the entity. That is very important. Because you can create some shit, and how they talk about, oh, it'll follow you from here and there and whatever else. You can create some shit, dog. And as long as you just go ahead and put in a built-in death date, the nigga, you ain't got nothing to worry about. You ain't got to worry about it following you from house to house or this, that, whatever. You know, again, statement of intent. That's why it's good to, like, really have something written down. This is the intent. But even the living and the dying of, how long do you want this shit to last? Do you want to stay along? And then after you die, what is it going to do if you did not give it a death date or a due date? What the fuck is it going to do? Is it going to attach to your kids? Is it going to, it's going to do something. It's going to do something. It's like they talk about egregores. If you've ever heard of egregores, there's a book that I got on Amazon. I need to get about egregores. But once the shit is out there and it's just gone, it's going to attach to something. It's going to come to somebody somehow, some way. But something's going to happen. You know what I mean? So again, I really wanted to say that off the dribble as well, man. Just giving shit a death date. Nigga, you are not going to stay alive forever. You will die. eventually, even if it's, straight up stating in the intent, or again, a picture's worth 1,000 words. As you're imagining whatever that you're drawing and doodling, as you put it into the name, the shit is only going to last but for so long, or it can go on indefinitely. Again, this shit is to increase wisdom and protection from damage. Mental, physical, whatever, emotional, spiritual, just protection from the damage that may be caused. You know what I'm saying? Some shit is necessary. So, unnecessary damage. Some shit you need to be challenged. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes it takes a little pain to build up the resistance. So now I have no problem punching a nigga. It ain't gonna hurt my knuckles as much as it's gonna hurt your fucking face, because I built up that resistance. You see what I'm saying? But I had to punch something in order to do that. If I'm too scared to punch something, it'll never happen. But anyways, I do have this book, Crystal Grids. You can already see it from there. I mainly wanted to bring this up too as well because, again, the crystals that you use, the shapes that you use, how you structure them, how you set them up. You see what I mean? Even just a basic square. This is just a square. So as you doing shit, I can make a square with these stones right here, right now. You know what I'm saying? And put this box in the middle of it. You know what I'm saying? It's challenging. It's channeling this energy and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's challenging this shit. Channeling this shit. But boom. By putting them in the middle, 1, 2, 3, 4. Middle stone. You know what I'm just saying, man? Square. Balancing and solidifying. Shungite placed in the four corners provides protection against EMF pollution and dissipates toxic negative earth energies. Toxic earth energy. Well, I got shungite right here. It just so happens to be one of the ones that I pulled out. Just so happens to be 4 squares. Universe is dope, bro. I'm telling you, I just be tapped in. Again, flash of the spirit. We just go with this shit. So that's why I wanted to bring that out too. Again, Panali, if that's what we go with, Panali. Anyways, RAPAHA. The A has a meaning. The letters from A to M are the descending arc traces downwards or involutionary plunge of fire into water, reaching its lowest depth at M. From N back to the final letter, whatever it may be in different languages, the upward return arc represents the arising out of water and the return through evolution of the heavenly fire to its true home. So from A to M and then N to Z. So it's like a U. You see what I'm saying? But anyways, A represents going up and falling back down. And then the dash in between the A is the connecting both. That's the man line. That's where we are. We have both spiritual and earthly game. So A is the top of the triangle with the dash in the middle. So even the letters that we use, PANALY, LI, Panali. Or you can put a Y instead of an I at the end of it and make it our own type of thing. So instead of like Ali being ALI, you could use ALY. You can substitute other shit. Instead of Pan being with the P, you could use something else. You know what I mean? Whatever. But you can still just whatever you want to do. But I'm just saying, man, we come up with a name, do all that shit. But that's where that came from. That's where the crystal grid came from. And now that we got shit all in here, you know what I'm saying? Again, we got the 9 cars. Pick a number 1 through 9. That's the car we'll go with. You have to tap back in early in the video to figure out which you know what I mean. But we starting from here on, and I ain't picking them up again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the truck. 7, 8, 9. You know what I'm talking about? 9. So boom, there you go. We got 9 cars out here, man. We need one of them to go in here. We got 3 names: Brother Ali, Ali Pan, or Panali. I like Panali. It's kind of like Panera Bread, but Panali. You know what I'm saying? And that's a game, you know what I mean? It's just another name. Hey, it starts with Pan, but Panali. That doesn't necessarily, it's like gives dude his own name. You know what I mean? It gives our entity that we creating on the Wizzuhd channel, gives us an entity, you know what I'm saying? Gives it its own kind of like tag that borrows off of them. So anyways, I'm just saying, man, OZ the Wizzuhd, like, share, subscribe, don't do none of that shit, keep running and hiding. We got another one. Holla at your boy, man. And let me know how I did, man. Real talk. I don't mind criticism. Let me know if I suck, if I did good. Like I said, I don't really take a lot of notes and whatever. I just go with the flow, i.e., like channeling shit. I just go with the spirit, man. It is what it is. If you want to get a little deeper, let me know. If you need a little bit more, let me know. If I talk too fast, let me know. Holla at your boy. Because, that's the only way I'm going to know. Otherwise, I don't give a fuck. Holla at me.